For me, this technology is available. It can be expensive. The best kit to start using for your social media, for your online courses, for YouTube, is the stuff you have right now. And let me tell you, if you have a smartphone, smart device, if you've got a computer, if you've got a camera, then these things that you probably already got are probably going to be good enough for you to make a start. And a lot of people get hung up on what's the best kit to buy, what should I be doing, all of this kind of stuff. I'm just going to walk you through some of the kit that I've got. You might have it already, and maybe just drop some recommendations. There might be a link or two in the description or in and around this video somewhere to some of the kit. The first thing I would say is I'm recording this video, Adrian's filming behind, there he is, on what's called a Panasonic Lumix G7, which is also what I've got up here. This is what I use for my webcam. It's also what we use for all of this. It's, you know, it's a $500 camera. It depends on what type of lenses you also put on it. So obviously there's an investment there, but that's what I'm using right now. What I'm also using right now is a tie mic. So there's a receiver on top of the camera, and Adrian just showed that to the camera for us. It's plugged in so that it pulls the audio signal in. This is the transmitter pack that I've got, and I've got a little white tie mic here. And this is called the Wireless Go from Rode. It's a nice little compact wireless microphone that works really well. Again, it's a couple of $100 to be able to use something like this. So that's what I'm using right now, and typically is what I would use to shoot kind of YouTube-y, social type videos. Failing that, I would use my iPhone. So my iPhone's already clipped up here, so it's given us an extra little angle here for now. But Adrian's phone, just because my phone's up there, just shoot with your mobile phone. If you've got any of the latest iPhones, probably from the last maybe 3 or 4 versions, these lenses on the back will shoot in high definition, and they will be good enough for you to be able to create amazing looking videos. The microphones on these are also really, really good. You can get additional microphones. You could even use your AirPods for microphone usage on this as well. The Wireless Go that I'm using here also plugs into these phones as well, and it's super, super useful for being able to do this. If you're going to use your mobile phone, getting a nice little baby tripod where you can get your mobile phone clip on top so that you've got something static. That way, you're not always going to be selfie mode. And please, 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 if you're going to do videos in a selfie mode, pick the camera up. Do it at more eye level or just above and look into the camera. Stop. I see so many people walking around down the street with a phone like this. They're looking up and they're looking at the camera. What's that lens looking at? It's looking straight up your nose. Let's get rid of those views. Let's do selfie, eye level, just above. You can even put it on one of these baby tripods if you want something more stable to hold. But fundamentally, this phone, whatever phone you've got, if you've got an Android phone as well that shoots in HD, this is going to be good enough to do most of your videos. Now, when it comes to shooting for my online courses, again, if I'm shooting for my online course and I'm using the flip chart, I'm using a whiteboard or whatever, then we'll put the Lumix G7 or the phone on a tripod in front of me. And I might have a couple of lights to be able to light me in the best possible way and use microphones. But if I'm doing it from my computer here, I'll use the webcam that I've got set up, and I'll use this. This is the Rode Podcaster microphone. It's a USB version of the Rode Podcaster, and it's a really great sound for being able to produce good quality audio. This is what I use. Some people will use things like this. So when I'm on my Zoom calls, I'll sometimes use a Bluetooth headset. The challenge with a Bluetooth headset like this is sometimes the audio is not as good as something like a microphone, a proper microphone like this, because this has the condenser microphone, it's directional, and it works a little bit better for me. And I find that the sound is much better in that way. For me, this technology is available. It can be expensive. We can get wrapped up in all kinds of, we'll get the Blue Yeti out or something like that. But what I found, I used to have one of these Yeti microphones, is that if I banged on the table or I accidentally hit the table or something, then it would all pick up that sound and that thud. With something like the Rode Podcaster, where I've got it on this arm and it's in a cradle, those noises that come, if I just tap the table, that microphone's not going to pick that up at all. And it's really something that you've got to think about, you've got to consider when you're producing your video, is how the sound is going to come through as well. I think for me, if the video is not as good quality as you could have, but the sound is crystal clear, people will still engage. But if you have rubbish sound and an amazing video, people will tend to switch off. So what I would do if I was doing anything, I would invest in good quality sound equipment and then start to look at the visual equipment, the audio, so that you get the video equipment to match the audio, and then you can blend the two together. That would be my take. That would be how I do it. I'm not a big techie. I'm not trying to sell you technology. I'm not going to train you on tech, but I just wanted to give you a quick overview of the kind of tech that I've used, what you could be using to be able to shoot your own videos, your own social media content, your own YouTube content, and to create content for your online courses as well. Hopefully that's helped. I'll see you soon.